bitch be trippin' balls. So, I'm pretty tired right now, but I don't see myself being awake anytime soon, so I'm just gonna whip off a narration sleepy tired. And, if you don't like it, then, you know, you could just be my guest and get the fuck off my video, because I already have your view, so I don't give a shit. So I'm playing a guy called jamp326, and, yeah, we lead, where are you in? Because that's all I ever do, because I'm a bitch. And I lead with a pert, and SR, he roars me out. And I can barely remember what's happening in this video, because it was so long ago. And on that note, if I battle you and say I'm going to upload it, I'm going to upload it. Don't shit your pants. I have a backlog of videos, so, like, it goes at the back of the queue when I battle you, and it takes a week, maybe, to get up there, depending on how many videos I have ready to go. So don't be all bitchy like this guy was and going, are you even going to upload it or not? Because I don't give a shit, and I might just not upload it because you're being a dick. I'm not one of them guys that will tell you to I'll upload it and won't. I'll either tell you to fuck off and I'm not uploading it, or I'll do it. So yeah, I hit a fucking hip out on with a surf, and it doesn't even, it does like half. Then he revenges me, he just hits me back with an EQ and it OCOs. How is that fair? How is that fucking fair? So I'm like, oh, he must be really specially bulky then. So I just go into my banded Relicanth and just go for a stab waterfall. But no, he's gonna live that as well and get his stealth rock subs. So that was horse shit. Whoa, I haven't got enough energy to say horse shit properly. So yeah, that was dog. But I was surprised Relicanth actually outspared, and I'm gonna be able to kill the Hippowdon off. So that's an OU kill count of 1 for Relicanth. Because he is more manly than most. He is the man clips. And I know it's... yeah, that's another thing. The preset gender on PokeSav is female. So I don't want any more of these people in my comments going, why is your Gengar called Mike when it's a female? Why is your Dragonite called Kevin when it's a female? FYI, Mike is a female's name. Kevin's a girl's name. And Man// is a girl's name. Get the fuck over it. And also, all my Pokemon are going to be ungendered or female, because I'm not going to bother changing the nature ever. So if you guys want to use a rivalry Nidoking on me, then go be my guest. You'll fucking bury me with it. But I'm not going to, and I'm still going to call my men Manopolyx, or I can't even say it, Manpocalypse? Is that the one? Yeah, Manpocalypse. I'm still going to call him Manpocalypse, I'm still going to call him Kevin, and I'm still going to call him Butch, in fact. And you guys are just gonna have to live with it. That they are girls' names, in my opinion. So yeah. Anyway, I've like lost everything that was happening. Something to do with a Scizor and a superpowering and a roosting. And I'm right Hyperion now, so I go into my self-titled Swampert because he's a man amongst men. Some would say possibly a god. And the guy just goes for a straight up Stone Edge because the Zapdos was in. It does nothing. And then he goes for an EQ, and it does quite well. It does a fuck ton, actually. I was quite amazed. But I don't know if you know a lot about Hyperions, but they cannot take special water attacks all that well. So he's going to die in 1. Raipipi, that's a shit name as well. Anyway, Waterfall, Surf killed, so that was bitch and shit. And I don't know why I even have Surf on that. I think it's supposed to have Ice Beam, but I just went with Surf. So he goes into his Flygon, and I predict the Earthquake, so I go back into my Zapdos, and he goes for a U-turn, which is pretty much the same effect as a Earthquake, because it does no damage. Although he does get that nice little switch advantage, which is more delicious than most. Oh, I just bashed my mic. Fuck that. So he goes out. Oh, I saw the name, and I was like, Gyarados, fuck yeah! But no, it's a T-Tar. And I have no idea what this T-Tar's going to do, but I obviously have to get out. I can't do shit to it. So I'm going to leave, and he's going to go for a Pursuit, which was actually probably a mistake on his part, because I'd have preferred to just hit anything that came in for, like, some damage, because that did not do much at all. So anyway, Pert's in, and he can't do shit to me. I think I'm going to get us... He's going to predict an Earthquake here, and he's going to go into Flygon. And I'm just going to fucking rip its dick off. And that's where it would have been nice if I had Ice Beam. Because he does go into Flygon, and I predict a switch, so I go for a Surf. But that's obviously not going to do as much as an Ice Beam would have. Which is less than desirable. So, Perth is ripping some dick right now. He deserves to bear my name. So I switch into Snoop Dogg this time. predicting not the U-turn or the Stone Edge. And he goes for the U-turn, and I live it, actually. But the Sandstorm's going to kill me. But that's okay, because it means I get switch advantage, so I can dig it. Oh, I'm going to hiccup. And in comes the T-Tower again. So I can live with that, I guess. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'm nearly at 2k, and I have an awesome idea for a 2k event, so get me there quick. Because I kind of wanted to do it soon before I lose interest in the idea. And yeah, I don't know if he doesn't realise ground resists rock, but he goes for a Stone Edge here, gets the crit, and I still live. And that crit didn't matter at all, you'll see momentarily. So I go for an Earthquake here, because I lived the retarded Stone Edge. And maybe he was predicting a switch, because I was predicting the Earthquake. I don't know. And he lives the fucking Earthquake. He lives the stab Earthquake. That is also the shit which would possibly come from a horse. So yeah, he gets a miss on the Stone Edge there, and that makes up for the crit completely, so I'll just surf him away. Or Earthquake him away. I can't remember which one it was. I want to say surf. But either way, Swampert is just like fucking messing with his guy. Funneling his shaft and such. Which is always good news in my opinion. So I'm pretty sure I leave my put in now just to see what this Flyguard's going to unlock himself into. And this guy's quite a lot of choice Pokemon, I think. Maybe that T-Tail was banded or something. Actually, I don't believe that because Zap didn't do much to the Zapdos. So he goes for an EQ, and I know I can bring in something that can resist the Earthquake. And that is my Azelf, which does most certainly resist Earthquakes. So I go for a U-turn here because that's what you do when you know they're going to switch, because you can get Scout and shit. And he goes in a Sizzle, and I have nothing to take the Sizzle. This was a really close game. I get like 2 clutch as fuck lives here. Like RN. Woo, Skype fuck up. I'm not very good at screen recording. I always forget to minimize everything before I start capping. My emulator goes really slow as well. The battle I'm going to upload next took an hour and 20 minutes to cap. I'm going to have to put it in like times 8 or 16. I can't remember which one it was. So he goes for a superpower, and this is a banded Sizzle superpower. And Relicanth lives it! And with a defense drop, he's gonna Oko back with Head Smash. That is so delicious, I get pains in my loins. So I enjoyed that thoroughly. Because that's a 2-0 kill count for the NU Relicanth there. And he goes into his Flygon, and I'm just gonna see what he locks himself into at this point. And he chooses to lock himself into Outrage. And I'm like, I have an Azelf and a Pinsir. And I'm like, shit, which one is most likely to live it? And Pinsir has more HP and defense than Azelf, so I go for that. And I'm just like, dear God, live. Dear God, live. I'm begging you. And like, I get rocks damage, and that is not encouraging. But I'm like, live, Jeff Leonard on it. I know Jeff Leonard's a girl, but fuck you. And I just live on 20 and get an X-Scissor off, which was Delicio. Or Delicier. Or some would say Delicioso. And I even live after the Sandstorm as well, and that was bitchin'. So he goes into his last, which is Aggron, and I'm banded, so I'm just going to stay in at this point and X-Scissor and get some kind of damage on him. Although it'll be shit all, because Aggron's a bulky motherfucker. And yawn. Yeah, Aggron's a bulky motherfucker, and he resists the bug. So, that goes down, and fortunately for me, my Azelf is running HP Ground. So I can Oko him with that. Which is more fun than most, I would find. So, good game, jamp326, I think your name is? Yeah, so good shit. Comment, rate, and sub. I haven't said that like ever, but yeah, do so. Laters.